So this is the first person of how we make 100 pounds of fresh-made raw dog food using organic ingredients. And tonight we're being supervised by 11.5-week-old Nepente, our newest family member. And she's already learned the rules, which is that she can't put her nose in the food, but if she's a good girl, then she gets lots of side treats. Side treat. So we pre-roll the bags. We buy a roll at the grocery store, the compostable bags. And so I grab it, I shake it, make a burrito. I roll it like this, and then I drop it right in a milk carton crate so it freezes to form. Meanwhile, she's loading preloads. These are 2 pounds each. That's our measurement for these animals, is 2 pounds per day of their base diet. And we can bang out 100 pounds of this from whole meat and whole chicken and the powdered ingredients we use to a finished product in less than an hour and a half now. We've been refining this process for about 15 years, the two of us. We use a commercial meat slicer that slices the meat. Oh, that was naughty puppy. That was naughty puppy. Mom is off her game, teaching bad habits. So we use a commercial meat slicer and a 4mm blade. You can see the blade over there in the sink right now. And then the other ingredients that we're adding in are now bone meal powder, which is calcium, hydroxyapatite, and phosphorus and vitamin D in a balanced ratio. We add that to the meat. And then we also add grass-fed beef collagen. We use Great Lakes instantized grass-fed beef collagen. And we also use a raw diet additive called Platinum Canine CJ Plus. And this is how we do it. And each of these milk carton crates holds about 25 2-pound logs. And so tonight the batch is a little over 100 pounds. It's about 105 pounds. And then the only other ingredient, you'll notice that there's some green in here. We're using a mix of organic kale blend. That's like 3 different kinds of organic kale. And we freeze that in a 10 below freezer, and we pulverize it by hand as we're mixing it into the food. And then what we do with the logs is we roll them like this, and we just put the whole milk carton crate in a 10 below freezer. And then when we go to feed, it depends on the time of year. Like once it's average daytime temperatures are above freezing, then we typically will feed the animals just right out of the freezer, hard frozen logs. If it's cold, then we don't want them to have 2 pounds of ice in their belly, and in that case, we'll warm it up a little bit in the microwave to where it's about like hard frozen ice cream. And so this is our process, and you can see that, well, I've just been narrating this. We've probably done 20 rolls, 40 pounds. It goes fast once you got 2 people that have done a lot of this. And we've done a lot of this. So we're feeding 4 wolves plus a Malamute. Some nice tunes help. And I've refined it to where I use a little cafeteria trays. That lets me grab the meat, shake it down, bang it, and roll it so that we go straight into the freezer. And for us, this batch will last 13 days. And food cost, all in, with the organic ingredients and the mix-ins, is about $12 per animal. Oh, I got my phone. $12 per animal per day. Yes, it's pricey to feed these guys. But if you want a maximum longevity diet that's biologically appropriate for your primitive dog, this is how you do it. We also supplement their food with some other interesting things. Occasionally they're going to get salmon or sardines. We collect roadkill deer and butcher that into manageable sections, and they get that so they can get hair on hide. And then we also, they don't really love it, but we'll also give them rabbit from time to time. And occasionally we'll have a local farmer butcher a goat, and we'll buy the goat and feed them whole goat. And then the puppy also is getting some other exotic meats as well. So the puppy right now is getting some bison, some venison, some elk, and usually we get that ground. And because Puppy is a canine, Puppy also gets treats off my plate that adds a little bit to her diet, so she gets to hang out with me and share in my meals as long as it's appropriate food for her. So she gets a little salad and a little tiny bit of cooked protein.
Are you out?
No, I just need the other. And so that's how we do it. Right, Nepente? She's a good supervisor.
Nepente, come on.
Oh, Mom, I'm gonna give you one more. Nepente. I think she's getting full. I don't want to dirty my hand. Nepente, what's this? She's full. Oh.
She's full, that's fine.
She's full. Okay, good girl.